little game of mine, and he said,
Get on, get on, get on, get on. Get on, get on, get on, get on. Get on, get on, get on, get on.
picking this little game of mine, and he said,
Yo, big fat ass. Sat up there.
An ongoing feud between two women over a man led to this wild brawl in a Kroger checkout lane.
We're going to get to you, all right? We're going to get to you. Clarrissa Shields calls out radio host Miss Shyneka after being asked about Papoose marital status. You got all this lip.
Here and talk that shit to me. And then when I checked you, respectfully, I checked you respectfully in your face. In your face. You shut all that disrespectful shit up. Now, after the fact, you got all this lip and talking all this shit because you never got this much attention before in your life. Being a radio host, I didn't even know who you was. I came here for Jock and Shorty. I did not come here for you. But the fact that you asked a question in such a distasteful way, and I answered you like the professional that I am, now you want to go on these rants and talking about some pat with me for this reason, pat with me for that reason, blah, 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 blah. You didn't say none of that stuff when you were sitting there in my presence. Why you didn't say it? Why you didn't say it? Because I gave you space and opportunity. I answered you respectfully and left you where it was at. I didn't check, like, oh yeah, I did check you, but I didn't like go off how somebody else would have went off on you because you was very disrespectful. So now you got all this shit to say, but didn't you just go through divorce because you cheated on your man? So you are a part of the, your big fat ass sat up there and talked that shit to me. And then when I checked you, respectfully, I checked you respectfully in your face.
I got to listen to it one more time.
In your face. You shut all that disrespectful shit up. Now, after the fact, you got all this lip and talking all this shit because you never got this much attention before in your life. Being a radio host, I didn't even know who you was. I came here for Jock and Shorty. I did not come here for you. But the fact that you asked a question in such a distasteful way, and I answered you like the professional that I am, now you want to go on these rants and talking about some pat with me for this reason, pat with me for that reason, blah, 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 blah. You didn't say none of that stuff when you were sitting there in my presence.
Like, real question, because I didn't be here before. How much longer are you willing to be in a relationship with somebody's husband? Because at the end of the day, that's what people are looking.
This went viral last week.
Well, pause.
Okay.
Pause, because that's not somebody's husband.
Okay.
Papoose filed for divorce. Y'all hate to say that word, but it's the word that's out there. He filed for divorce because he's serious about me. So I'm not with somebody's husband.
Okay.
And if you're going to call him her husband, make sure you call her his wife. And also hold her accountable for what she's doing in her life. Because she has a man who she's big about. So don't make it seem like it's just one-sided. I'm not with somebody's husband. I'm with the man who filed for divorce, who's serious about me, who has done things for me that I've done for him. So that's not what it is. They say that because they want that to be the narrative, but that's not it. People go through divorces and breakups more than anything in the world. That's why it's such a big talk.
Oh, we know.
Like, real question, because I didn't be here before. How much longer are you willing? Like, real question, because I didn't be here before.
Your big fat ass sat up there and talked that shit to me. And then when I checked you, respectfully, I checked you respectfully in your face.
Clarrissa Shields unloaded on radio host Miss Shyneka during a live stream, accusing her of chasing attention after their interview went viral last week. You got all that lip, Shields, Clarrissa Shields said. All this lip and talking all of this shit because you never got this much attention before in your life. The Box's comment followed her appearance on the Street's Morning Takeover, where Shyneka bluntly asked how long Shields planned to remain, how long that Clarrissa Shields plans to remain in a relationship with somebody else's husband. The question referenced Papoose, who is dating Clarrissa Shields while still legally married to a estranged wife, Remy Ma. Shields maintained that divorce paperwork had already been filed. Let me take a look at the comments. One person said, "I'm exhausted." Another person said, "A divorce filing doesn't equal a divorce decree. Filing and being legally divorced are two different things. So technically, yes, that is still that woman's husband." Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're allowed to give them a list of topics, questions that are off limits. No, this comes up often. I think they shut it down before interviews even start. I don't know if she got a publicist on Clarrissa Shields. I don't know if she has a publicist or not. Because if she don't want to ask that question and it's triggering her, you need to tell the interviewer, don't ask me that question. There is a thing called legally separated. Y'all please look it up. After 6 months, 6 months to a year of not living together, a couple becomes legally separated, meaning by law, they are no longer committing adultery by being with someone else. At this point, just don't interview her. That's a question I would have declined. Every interview I've seen of her and Pat becomes the center of the interview instead of redirecting the conversation to her career. That's a fact. Just ask about the boxing and her boxing legacy and how she became a boxer and things that she went through. That's all you need to do the interview about. The situation with Pat Foose, you need to cover that up until I don't know what's gonna become of that relationship. I really don't care. That's her business. You know what I'm saying? Her life is in the limelight. It's in the spotlight. So everybody's talking about her business. But, you need to put that behind closed doors and put your career in the spotlight, because that's what you really need to be interviewed about, Clarrissa Shields. The thing is, y'all, or maybe Clarrissa Shields wants that in the spotlight. The thing is, y'all never said nothing to Remy about having a boyfriend. I'm not on anyone's side, but it really feels like the internet picks and chooses for real. Nobody cares about him, for real. And if she wasn't famous, y'all wouldn't be talking about this. I'm tired of seeing this, for real. One person said in the comments, who gonna tell her again that she is someone's husband, that she is with someone's husband? Filing does not mean a divorce. Misplaced anger. She's really mad at Remy for the performance and is taking it out on the host. Remy has said worse. Miss Shyneka did say before asking, because she been there herself. Play the clip. She was saying it out of concern because she been there herself and she knows how painful it can be. I love her transparency. I ain't watched the whole interview. Separated is not divorce. Living apart is not divorce. Estranged is not divorce. Foul is not divorce. Okay, she asked a legitimate question. You are with Remy Ma's husband. By the way, if he wanted a divorce, he would be divorced by now. Until the divorce is finalized and dissolution is issued, he's married, so her question was valid. Clarrissa taking too many hits to the head. Legally, they are still married, and the question asked is relevant. Until they are divorced, they are still married. What's so hard to understand? One person asked in the questions, in the comments, the fact that she's always having to come to social media to defend her relationship says a lot. One person says in the comment, I don't want to be in a relationship that requires defending on this level every day, but the man you defending is silent. Damn.
On Sunday,
I was the one being jumped. I was the one being assaulted.
Dejanay Allen recalls the fight escalating when, as prosecutors describe, 22-year-old Dina Riley removed a Glock firearm from her waistband and handed it to a juvenile who then pointed the firearm at Dejanay's 12-year-old niece, who was recording the fight.
The gun was pulled out on me and my niece while we were being jumped. If you already jumping us, why you gotta pull out a gun?
This still picture, included in the court record, shows why the 17-year-old suspect is now facing weapons charges in juvenile court.
If you pay close attention, she had her hand on the trigger. The gun could have possibly went off right when she pointed it at my niece's face. It could have hit any innocent bystander in the back.
Dina Riley is also facing felony charges for dangerous control of a firearm, and 25-year-old Najale Riley is charged with battery, a Fourth suspect, 48-year-old Priscilla Smith, is also charged with battery for allegedly punching one of the suspects as they were being taken away from the Kroger by police. Shyneka, who was at the store on Crawfordsville Road to buy cupcakes, just wishes people would learn to settle their differences without pulling out firearms.
Justice will be served. They think they got the last laugh because they beat us up in Kroger, but none of my people was charged. They all was charged, and we gonna get justice.
Finally, 2 of the 3 adult suspects have posted their bonds and been released from jail. A warrant has been issued for the 3rd suspect, who's due in court for an initial hearing on Friday. An ongoing feud between 2 women.
I don't know why I'm hurting right here. I'm hurting all right here. But I gotta do this because I need some content. I wonder if they will have that same energy in front of the person who will have the black robe on. Speaking about the judge, huh? Don't let the gun be unregistered. Oh, the judge is really going to have a field day, especially after he sees the tape. I saw the fight on Facebook before it went viral on her post. It said all of them was family and they haven't seen each other in years until they saw each other at Kroger, and that's when the fight broke out. Meanwhile, old boy chilling at the crib with a whole different bonnet. Can we please stop posting fights amongst our people? It perpetuates the narrative. It was a microaggression used against us that, for some reason, we feel it's necessary to mimic. So you're saying that it perpetuates the narrative. It was a microaggression used against us that, for some reason, we feel it's necessary to mimic this type of behavior? Can Americans get fed up with this ghetto culture and start taking matters into their own hands? I swear, if I was in this store, this would have ended badly for this African. Many Americans are armed today, and it's time to exercise our rights and protect our families. No more see something, say something. BS, it's time to do something, one person said in the comments. Soon, they ain't going to let these people inside any stores. I can see that happening. Punching the suspect shouldn't be a charge. No stereotypes were hurt in the making of this video. Over a dude, I'm not surprised. Where's this golden dude at? Ha ha. How does Boone have blonde hair? This bonnet? That's what you... ain't no man worked this, my ladies. None of my people got charged. We just wanted justice. And you see why they look down on us. And you see why the cops do whatever to us, because we doing the same things to ourselves. Gave the baby the gun, pajamas and bonnets. The man is home laughing at you, ladies. Please try for just one day to not stereotype. That judge better not give them no less than 5 years. What will all the rage toward each other? What with all the rage toward each other? My bad, y'all. Over a boy that's playing both of them. Why did this make the evening news? No, 17 is an adult. She should be treated as an adult. I hope they get life because that's what they all deserve, one person said in the comments. So sad. These are some future Ivy League neurosurgeons. No, they not. Over a man, I wish Black Lives Matter to us. All this over a Dusty. This is so damn pitiful. We have got to do better. Wow, this is crazy. Good. This is why everybody don't need a gun. Gross. Yeah, everybody does not need a gun. You need to go to church. Take your ass to church and worry about a gun later. Just make sure you take your ass to church. Okay, no man has worked this. Let me see. Next.
Why you didn't say it? Why you didn't say it? Because I gave you space and opportunity. I answered you respectfully.
Hold up. I think this is something else. Clarrissa Shields calls out the radio host after distasteful question about her relationship with Papoose. You didn't say none of that stuff when you were sitting there in my presence.
And left you where it was at. I didn't check, well, yeah, I did check you, but I didn't go off how somebody else would have went off on you because you was very disrespectful. So now you got all this shit to say, but didn't you just go through a divorce because you cheated on your man? So you are a part of. Why you didn't say it? Why you didn't say it? Because I gave you space and opportunity. I answered you respectfully. Shyneka, your big fat ass sat up there and talked that shit to me. And then when I checked you, respectfully, I checked you respectfully in your face. In your face. You shut all that disrespectful shit up. Now, after the fact, you got all this lip and talking all this shit because you never got this much attention before in your life. Being a radio host, I didn't even know who you was. I came there for Jock and Shorty. I did not come there for you. But the fact that you asked a question in such a distasteful way, and I answered you like the professional that I am, now you want to go on these rants and talking about some pat with me for this reason, pat with me for that reason, blah, 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 blah. You didn't say none of that stuff when you were sitting there in my presence. Shyneka, your big fat ass fully and left you where it was at. I didn't check, like, well, yeah, I did check you, but I didn't, like, go off how somebody else would have went off on you because you was very disrespectful. So now you got all this shit to say, but didn't you just go through a divorce because you cheated on your man? So you are a part of. Why you did the cheat on my husband committee? You the leader of the shit, or is you the CEO? Like, which one is you? Is you the head or the? Because how the fuck you mad at me because I told you that my man is going through a divorce? So us do not consider him a married man. He's a separated man going through a divorce. But bitch, you sit here and cheat on your husband with a barber. And you got the nerve to talk about me? Girl, bye. And you went through a whole divorce. Me and you not the same. We not the same. So I never even knew nothing about you, Miss Shyneka. But since you want to come fucking with me, now I got to put your business out there. Because you want to be so fucking crazy toward me. I left the little interview where it was at. Cheat on my. I want to tell you the real reason why Pap is with me. Because I don't think you know. I'm going to tell you. I'm a badass bitch. Flat out. My ass is real. My body's real. I look good as fuck in the face. I'm successful. I'm young. And the things that my little Poonama can do is amazing. That's why we're together. I want to tell you the real reason why Pap is with me. Because I don't think you know. I'm going to tell you. I'm a badass bitch. Flat out. My ass is real. Yeah. So I just want to let you know that while you did all that, now here's your viral moment that you wanted. So since now you got your viral moment, Miss Shyneka, hopefully next time when you see me face to face, know that I can say the same shit to you I'm saying right now. I can say it to your face. Unlike you, pussy. That's what you are. You're a fucking cheating pussy at that. Yeah.
Oh man, she want all the smoke.
Can I ask you a real question? Because I didn't.
She want all the smoke.
Can I ask you a real?
Y'all remember that? To be honest, I didn't know who she was until she started dating Pap. She needs a humble pie. Okay. Now wait one goddamn minute. Are we talking about the same interview? Because this is a whole lot of aftermath energy considering there was nothing but space and opportunity on air. Let's keep it cute. You two are both beautiful black women, but me nor the entire town play about Miss Shyneka, and she is nothing but beautiful. So watch your throat on the weight, respectfully. One person said in the comments, and this is from Eva Marcel. She's you already know who she is. Respectfully, if you're gonna live in ATL, you should do your research and understand the pioneers that have been around and built the city. We will not discount Miss Shyneka, because you don't know who she is. She been on the radio for years, and everyone knows who she is in the community. Every radio station, blog, etc. have the same questions because legally he is still married. The disrespect the true Atlantans get from the people who move, visit, and bring their business here is crazy. Okay, the disrespect that the true ATLians get from people who move to Atlanta, visit, and bring their business in Atlanta is crazy. They don't like that shit. Okay, don't disrespect Miss Shyneka. In other words, wait, Miss Shyneka is the GOAT of ATL radio. Credible journalist who did the legendary Pimp C and more interviews. She asked the real war question. So let's put respect on her name, one person said in the comments.